I am on Fettes Row and we've come to see the former residence of the real life Mrs Doubtfire. Yes, she was a real person. So Mrs Doubtfire, she was born in Aberdeen as Annabella Adams, and her first husband, this is where the Doubtfire bit comes in, was Arthur Cyril Doubtfire. Now he was tragically killed in World War One. But she liked, well, she was so in love with him that's what she wanted to be called the rest of her life, was Mrs Doubtfire, even though she did remarry. So legally her name was Annabella Coots, but she went by Mrs Doubtfire for the rest of her life. Okay, so over here at 20A, so the downstairs flat, this is where she lived. But that's not where the story ends. We're going to keep walking this way and we're going to head up to where her shop was, which is where we get the Mrs Doubtfire that we know of in the film. Okay, I'll explain that when I get there. But let's go there now. Okay, so South East Circus Place. This is where her shop was. A bit windy here. I'm going to try and cross over and get out of the wind and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so here we have yourgb.co.uk. So this was Madame Doubtfire's Emporium. So how does that connect to the movie? Well, we all know the movie, but before that, Madame Doubtfire was a children's book by author Anne Fine. Now she used to live in Edinburgh, and she used to walk past Madame Doubtfire's Emporium quite regularly. And she said to herself one day, I like the name, I'm going to use that in a book one day. And she did. So a little bit more about the Emporium as well. So Madame Doubtfire, she was a bit, we'll say eccentric, because she wasn't poor. She was quite well off from what I understand. I believe, if I zoom up, that she owned these flats above as well as the one on Fettes Row. She had a lot of cats as well. So her bric-a-brac shop / emporium smelt of cat pee quite a lot, apparently. I'll post some pictures up as well so you can have a look at what she used to look like. Thus, the final thing to say is she died in 1979. I have searched and searched for her final resting place online in both Edinburgh and Aberdeen databases under all three of her names, Adams, Doubtfire and Coots, and I found nothing. So I am guessing that she was cremated and not buried. However, if anybody does stumble across where she is buried, I would love to know. Okay, that's the story of Edinburgh's Mrs Doubtfire. Okay, bye.